us on what you saw?
Yeah, positive and negative, a little bit of both. This time of year in fall camp, the good news is the guys are competing. We're not executing at the level where we need to execute right now, and that's about normal for this part of fall camp. The biggest thing is we're getting short yardage situations. That's what we worked on at the end of practice. We're not as successful as we wanted to be today. I felt like the defense won, the offense kind of gave in a little bit there at the end. So something we'll challenge them, and that's the bad news. The good news is we're going to scrimmage tomorrow morning, so don't have very long until we get back out there and get another opportunity and see how the guys respond. And that's what fall camp's all about, is pushing through and being able to come back from adversity, and hopefully the guys will respond the right way. We'll find out tomorrow.
You mentioned that it's normal, that there's still a little bit of growth. Given what you guys had coming back, did you hope that that would be maybe a little bit above average at this point in time in the development?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is you're repping three groups. You got a lot of guys getting reps. I mean, freshmen, those guys up front, offensive line. Yeah, definitely. I mean, our expectation was to do better than we did today. So definitely disappointed in the way that we performed today. And we'll see how we do tomorrow.
This year's offensive line group, who you seen step into Eric McLean's leadership role out there?
Yeah, I think, the best leader we got on the O-line right now is Jake Lermo, and he's been out. And so that's kind of been a challenge for that group of, how they're going to, who's going to lead now that Jay's out. Who's the next guy that's going to get up there and talk, and that's something that Coach Caldwell's really challenging that group to do. And I think that's something that we're still in the process trying to find out who that's going to be. There's no doubt Jay's the clear leader of that group.
What have you seen from Simpson so far?
Yeah, we've been really impressed with John. I'll tell you what, he's one of those guys that's shown up on video when you go in there and watch. I believe maybe 2 practices ago he got thrown out there and was actually running some with the first group, and at times looked like he belonged, and at times he looked like he's a true freshman who just got here. But there's no doubt that his arrow is up. Got great feet, really good base, has a better football understanding than maybe your average freshman offensive lineman. And so far through camp, he's done a really, really good job.
What have you seen from Tremaine Anchor and Sean Pollard?
Yeah, those guys were here in the spring, so those guys are a little bit further along than the other freshmen who just got here, and that's typical. But they've had their bright moments and bright spots. They've also had some times where they look like freshmen. And that's just part of the battle. That's why you have to go through fall camp. That's why you have to go through the grind and the daily practices. You just got to get thousands of reps and be able to learn from it. But really, we're pleased with that whole group up there. Cade Stewart's done a good job at times. We've seen some good things out of him, and also Chandler Reeves got really good feet, and we're really excited about that entire group of young offensive linemen.
Deion Jordan at tight end, some niche guys, and a lot to choose from. Any clarity so far in what you've seen?
No, we really would like somebody to step up and be the clear number 2. They've all kind of had their moments. Nobody's really separated themselves from the pack. That's what these scrimmage opportunities will kind of give those guys a chance to do that. And we're looking for somebody that can really do it all, not just go in on run plays or pass plays, but really develop into a complete tight end. And hopefully we'll see that here as we get ready for some of these scrimmages.
Same question on the quarterback group. What's going on behind Deshaun right now?
Yeah, well, they've all had their times and their moments. I would say Nick Schuessler has probably been the most consistent of that group behind Deshaun day in and day out. But also Kelly's had some good days here in a row. And Tucker Israel has improved from where he was in the spring. And, and then, after that, I think Zarek, he's a true freshman figuring it out. The one good thing I'll say about Zarek is he doesn't get overwhelmed. That doesn't mean he knows everything and he makes all the right decisions, because he definitely doesn't. But we really like his demeanor. I mean, he's steady all the time, never gets too high, too low. It never looks like it's really too fast for him. But now he's got to, learn his protections and be able to be more consistent in his throws and all those type of things. But that group's really working. They're competing, And you know, I think again, scrimmage will say a lot towards how far each of those guys have come.
How has decision making for Kelly improved since the spring? Notice a difference?
I think he's gotten better. You know, still not where he needs to be. I think he knows that, but you know, there's been times where he makes a really good decision, the ball comes out, and you know, you're really excited about where he is. And then there's times where, you know, he's not letting the ball go. But you know, that's not just to Kelly. That's really, you know, all